Hey guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Patch. And it has been a while since I said that. Oh my god, every time I post a video, it's always like, it has been a while since I said that. But literally this time, it has been a while. Like, it has been years since I made a YouTube video. And to be honest with you, it is taking me so long to shoot this because I don't know how to talk in front of a camera anymore. Like, I know she's a star, but it's not giving. This video is gonna be me introducing my 20-something self to you guys because we have a lot to talk about. So grab some drinks. Don't worry about the tea because I'll be serving that, and meet my 20-something self. The last video I posted here on my channel, I was still studying and still in school and trying to get that degree. But guess what? I graduated from Silliman University and I got a degree in Bachelor of Arts in Creative Writing. I graduated in the class of 2021 to 2022. I was blessed by numerous opportunities in my writing career, and you guys have no idea how grateful I am to be able to grasp those kinds of opportunities and utilize them to the best of my abilities. And I was able to pursue higher education, which is Masters of Arts in Literary Studies in the same university. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. One of the reasons why I wasn't able to post any videos or I wasn't able to shoot anything because I was having a hard time finding balance in my early 20s. You know those new genre in fiction called new adult genre? I felt like I was the main character of that genre because that genre is literally written about and written for ages to 18 to 25 years, about a lot of conflicts like identity crisis, new jobs, new relationships. So this was all that's happening in my life lately. So yeah, I was really struggling to find balance in the things that I've been doing because I was juggling all hats at once. See, I have a full-time job. I was studying graduate school. I was also teaching in a university here in the city. So I was juggling a lot all at once. I was really struggling to find balance to the point where I really got burned out. Like, I don't know what I was doing anymore and I got lost by everything. Like, to the point when I get burned out, I go straight to paralysis. Like, I cannot move myself or I cannot push myself to do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. So that was it. And on top of all that, I was trying to have a life. Do you guys remember what Sylvia Plath wrote in the bell jar, like the fig tree? Oh my god, I'm gonna read this for you guys. I saw myself branching out before me like the green fig tree in the story. From the tip of every branch, like a fat purple fig, a wonderful future beckoned and winked. One fig was a husband in a happy home and children. And another fig was a famous poet. And another fig was a brilliant professor. And another fig was E.G., the amazing editor. And another fig was Europe and Africa and South America. And another fig was Constantine and Socrates and Attila, and a pack of lovers with queer names and offbeat professions. And another fig was an Olympian lady crew champion. And beyond and above these figs were many more figs I couldn't quite make out. I saw myself sitting in the crotch of this fig tree, starving to death, just because I couldn't make up my mind which of the figs I would choose. I wanted each and every one of them, but choosing one meant losing all the rest. That excerpt was literally the ongoing theme of what happened to me. I was pursuing everything that I wanted all at once, and I wanted to because I've done it once in college. You see, I was juggling multiple roles all at once. I was pursuing my education in creative writing. I was community organizer. I was doing extracurricular activities about creative writing. I was organizing these events. So I figured there was no difference. I can still do it just like what I did in college. But I never really considered that things will be different when you're an adult. So when you're an adult, you have a full-time job, and I literally didn't have control over my time because it's a standard 8 to 5, and I cannot multitask other tasks from other fields, just like what I did in college. And on top of that, I have such huge standards for myself. And whenever I cannot reach those standards that I set for myself, I immediately felt like a failure. Yeah, I immediately felt like a piece of shit.
You are dumb, unattractive, overweight, unworthy, untalented.
And every day from then on, I didn't feel good about myself. Like, I feel guilty all the time. And every time I wake up, I was like pushing myself to just wake up and do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And then one day, it really got to me. Like, I feel like, what if my dreams won't come true? Like, I really did try my best to like pursue all of those things, but at some point I just crashed. Like, the exhaustion from living up to the version that I created of myself wore me down. I didn't really understand what I was doing it. Back then I was just thinking, oh, because I love doing all of these things. But really, looking back, now that I've slowed down, I realized that I used all those things. Like, I did all those things, like juggling, having a full-time job, teaching at a university, and having a part-time job, plus pursuing my higher education. I was also studying. I realized that I used all those things to validate my existence, because the truth is, now that I realize, I don't love myself when I'm not performing. And I know that I have this toxic relationship with productivity. Like, I always put my worth on how productive I can get, and I am now putting in the work and learning that I shouldn't do that. Like, I should learn how to love myself beyond what I can do. Like, I should love myself because I'm a good friend, because I'm a listener, because I'm understanding, because I'm considerate. Like, I should love all those parts about me rather than loving myself for my labor. I mean, it's easier said than done, and I honestly am trying to find balance in living my life and at the same time pursuing what I wanted to do. But back then, it doesn't help that on top of all of those things, I was also very pressured by the notion of the 20s, or like the idea of the 20s. So when I was younger, like in my teenhood years, I was very reserved. Like, I didn't go out to have fun. I didn't drink and party with friends. I was so focused on doing the work, and I was like deliberately wishing to grow up and have a job and have a full control over my life. And so I kind of delayed all the fun parts of my life to my 20s. Like, I promised myself, like, oh, later in my 20s, I will just have fun and do all the partying and all of that. I mean, that's what they tell you in movies, right? Like, your 20s is gonna be the best time of your life, and you're gonna have a blast in your 20s. So I was very sold to that idea. Like, in my head, in my 20s, I should be, publishing a new book. I should be writing my first novel. I should be writing a collection of nonfiction essays. I should be earning so much money. Like, in my 20s, I'm supposed to meet the love of my life and live a glamorous life, like one of those girls in Sex and the City, and like, making your dreams come true. And like even now, enumerating all of those things, it's a lot. Now I realize that the reason why I was doing all of those things at once, like I was juggling all of those things at once, was really because I was feeling like time was running out. Like, I felt like my time will be over soon. And I definitely adapted that mindset because of society's expectations. Like, it's not cute anymore to pursue your pipe dreams when you're in your 30s or when you're in your 40s, because that is what they tell you. And that sounds crazy. I mean, Vera Wang started designing dresses when she was 40. Ava DuVernay learned how to direct when she was in her mid-30s. Toni Morrison published her first novel when she was 39. Like, I had years ahead of me. For all of you who are watching this video, if you were in your 30s, in your 20s, in your 40s, it's never too late to start. And the reason why we are shamed by our age or how old we are, it's because people love to romanticize youth, like, oh, your 20s is gonna best time of your life, yada yada yada, and all of that. But really, no one talks about the beauty of growing up. I mean, I love growing because when you're older, you become smarter, you become sharper, you become wiser, you gain more experience. You meet these different versions of yourself. You have a newfound understanding of the world and yourself, which you can definitely apply to whatever craft you have. So yeah, I was getting tired of blaming myself every single day, and I traced back the root cause of all of those things, and I realized that I was the only one who's putting myself through all of that misery. And then one day I realized that also I have the power to end the misery. So I just woke up one day and gained the courage to walk away from everything, from all of the figs. It was not easy walking away from all of those things because, one, I really loved all of those things. I loved doing what I was doing, but you know, over time I gained consciousness and realized that I was holding on to the old version of myself, like myself in college. And because I was holding on too much, I wasn't able to create or meet this new version of myself. And now I am finally allowing me to grow. So yeah, I let go of all of those things. I quit all my jobs and found new ones. And now I'm starting to slow down. Now that I'm not working on anything, I had enough time to reflect. And looking back on all of those things, looking back on what happened, I realized that I actually achieved a lot. I wanted to experience the corporate world. I experienced it. I wanted to teach. I taught the youth. I wanted to pursue higher education. I was able to get into the graduate school. And I may not be done yet. And I used to blame myself for it. Like, I used to blame myself every single day. But then, now, I realized that I shouldn't fault myself for making a living, for making ends meet, for surviving. Because yeah, girls gotta eat. Looking back, I actually lived a lot of lives already, and I'm only in my mid-20s. And it's not yet over, it's just the beginning. So after all the chaos that I've put myself through, I once again realized that instead of jumping into different jobs, I should be more intentional with what I do and where I exude my energy. Don't get me wrong, I loved all of those things, but now I don't want to do things just to prove to myself that I'm capable. I want to do things because it's within my value system, it's within my call of purpose, rather than having to prove to myself that I'm worthy. Like, I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of respect. I should do things because it's within my core and it's part of my purpose here in the world. And most importantly, that it feels good and I'm happy doing it. So now I'm back to the drawing board, rediscovering myself and figuring out what's next in life. One of the reasons why I went to creative writing is to really learn how to write. And oh my god, guys, oh my god, this is such an oh my god moment. So guys, this is a big announcement. I am writing my first novel. Can you believe it? Wait, first of all, I didn't quit everything just to write my novel. I was just resting and then consuming a lot of media, like a lot of movies, films that I've always wanted to watch, read all the books that I've always wanted to read. And then one day I ended up outlining a full-on novel. So I have this idea since 2024, but now I'm finally drafting the novel. And it is entitled The Guardian of Calvary. It's the first book of the series. Wow, very, very, very bold of me to like say that, but I don't know, let's just see. So the reason why I am announcing this is because I want to create a series here on YouTube to document everything, like from drafting to editing to the layout of the book. Like I want to document that, because you're only gonna write your first novel once, might as well just record everything. So yeah, that is my recent hyperfixation, and I am so excited. You guys have no idea. Also, I have been very obsessed with Substack lately, and I have devoured a lot of essays and blogs from that platform. And I also want to start writing blogs and essays. Like I've been writing them in college, but now I want to share that here in the internet. So yeah, so if you want to read nonfiction essays and blogs, please head to Substack. You can subscribe it. So before I end this video, I know that the majority of the video I was just talking about myself and what happened to me, but I wanted to have a catch-up video before I, post any vlog writing or writing vlogs, because, it's so weird to not address the elephant in the room about what happened, because it has been years since I posted. So yeah, also, if you're like me, who also felt lost in their 20s, who are also struggling in their 20s, I just want the video to like make you feel that you're not alone. Like, I always portray myself online that I got myself together. Not even just online. Maybe I always portray myself to my friends, to everyone in the world, that I got it together. And I know I'm not the only one. Of course, we all also put that front. I always put up that wall, and, I don't want to let my guard down. And for the majority of my life, of my early 20s, I was very that. I don't want to let people in, because I'm very scared to be perceived. Because just like what, Sartre said, hell is other people. It's so hard to explain how you're feeling when you yourself don't even understand it yet. So, and also, bearing my soul to someone is very scary for me. Like, being vulnerable is very scary. And I used to be very vulnerable when I was younger. Like, if you have been subscribing to this channel, if you have been watching to all of my videos or following me online, you can definitely see that I used to be very like oversharer and like tell everything and all of that. But like once I kind of like grew up and experienced the cruelty of adulthood or the cruelty of the world, I definitely put up a wall, because I'm scared to let people in and really got to know who I really am. Now that I've matured, now that I've kind of like reached that level of maturity, or like maybe because of all the things that I've experienced now, I realize that it's actually very courageous to express and bare yourself to the world. And because you are putting up a wall, you are also blocking all the opportunities or all the love that you could receive. So now, I definitely really want to be more open and taste life as it is. Like, yes, there's going to be more conflicts and all of that, but that's just life. And, just let things flow and not control everything. Like, not everything has to be very perfect, because I'm very that before. Like, I wanted everything to be perfect, to be very concise, to reach the level of standard that I set for myself and for my life. So yeah, I'm definitely learning to let go and let things flow, but at the same time putting in the work. So basically finding the balance. And also, no matter what happens the next, I just want to document it and also reach people. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you also learned something from me. I don't even know if I said some meaningful things, but if you can relate, you can comment down below. So I'm definitely doing a lot more chatty videos, and together let's reflect on what happens in life. So I guess this is the end of the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Soon we're gonna have a lot of bookish and writing vlogs. So thank you so much for watching.